All right. What is up, everyone? How are all of you doing? Let's go ahead and have a brief little rundown. First off, thank you, Afro, for the gifted membership. You are an idiot. Elbound, make sure to thank the idiot for the free gifted membership. Vitrus, Kaya, Elbound, Kuru, Komi, Afro, Baka, Excerpt, Marcus, Night Zero. Did I say Baka? Baga. Craig Smarine, Soul, Tiana, Magia, Takiru, Recycle Me, Jackal, K's R, Sharp Bamboo, Yorokobi Priest, Frosty, S-Killer, Jeff, Afternoon, Jerk, Corpse, Kaya, I think I already said your name, but hey, we got it again. Thank you for being here. S-Killer, yep, I don't know how to fucking say that. Test Bug, what's up? Welcome to the domain of chaos. Welcome. Sensational. Soul, thank you for remaining a member of the Chaotic Legion for 10 months. As always, you are a fantastic person and I appreciate you. Sunken Hitman, what's up? What's up? Today's a special day. Today's a special day because we aren't just going to be doing chapter 10. Oh no. That's a little too easy. I've been saving a specific thing for today. May not have enough gems, but we also are pulling for Inez. We are also pulling for Inez today. I say that as Comey is briefing me with a whole bunch of stuff in Discord of all the stuff that I need to watch and shit before we even get started. I appreciate you, Comey. Hello, my friends. Mintu, what's up? Sir Gacha, how you doing? You don't know how many times you watched the infield vids at this point? Okay, I have not. Okay, yeah, that Afro. Okay, maybe I should do this before the stream starts. Yes, you can mention Tectone, but we don't shit on other creators here. All right, whether we like them or not, we don't shit on other creators. Me personally, I have absolutely no issue with Tectone, but we're a chill community over here. All right, so Keep it chill. Or else you'll get clapped by the ones with the wrenches by their names, okay? Yeah, so but okay, yeah. Don't worry about stuff that doesn't matter, all right? His community saying something that doesn't matter. So, it's fine. It's fine. All right. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good vibes is all that matters. Just be better and be chill. Yes. True. We need to be better. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. So first order of action before we get started on the on the new chapter. Yes. We call her Thy Royal Thick, all right? We call her Thy Royal Thick. God, Comey is still going. Oh yeah, Caustic got a voice actor. Yo, okay. Now, today we won't be watching all the voice actors, Comey, but we're gonna be watching that one. We're gonna be watching that one. Everything is breaking down around me for no reason. Look, Comey, we appreciate you, okay? Just know that. Guys. Look at her. Look at her. Soul, thank you for the gifted membership. We appreciate you. Thank you. Is sub in Comey's name? Oh yeah, Comey won't be able to flood the chat with subs. Interesting. All right. Let's go ahead and get this part of the stream out the way. And then we're going to see if I'm going to get lucky, if I'm going to get shafted. Oh yeah, I forgot this was a thing. If I'm going to get shafted or I don't know, whatever else could happen. All right, let's do this. The first 10. I'm scared, chat.
Captain of Reserve Op Team A6, Orchid, reporting in. Are you the doctor?
Afro's already putting bad luck in my corner, man. Like, wait. Yeah, let's do these first. Let's do the 6 singles. Nope.
Doctor, Rhodes Island has done so much for me. What can I say except thank you? If you need anything, just say the word. I'll do whatever it takes to make it happen.
That looks like... Looks like Hoarder a little bit. Is he in the game? I saw that I was already spoiled that he was alive, but is he a playable character? Stop. Oh no. Oh no. The stop is loud enough. Okay. No, I got spoiled that he was alive. I didn't get spoiled that he was a playable character.
This is Intern Hibiscus. From now on, I'll be in charge of managing yours and every operator's help.
Oh, he looks too much like Hoarder. He looks too much like him. I thought it was him for a second. I'm like, that's not his name. But that looks just like him.
My name's Gummy. You must be the doctor. Thank you and everyone from Rhodes Island for helping
I
us.
forget that she's Russian, bro. So my singles once again are ass.
Under the guidance of the Arcana, our paths have finally converged.
My singles are once again ass. To all you big heads in the chat that always tell me you get your characters out of singles, I hate you, okay? I hate you. I don't know how you do it. I don't know what kind of summoning ritual you're doing. All right, we're starting with this, okay? We only got 36, and you know, it's 6,000 per. All right. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Game, love me? Not yet. Okay. We're not gonna do this super long, drawn out thing today because we're starting a very long chapter from what I'm told, so. And if I don't get her today, then I'm getting her soon. It's that simple. Is this her? Has she come home? Is she is she ready? Our chat, is this it? Love me. Game, love me. 3! What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay.
Hello, I'm Dorothy, head of the Originium art section at Ryan.
That's one.
Dr. Silence already introduced me? Then it saves
Caster Steward reporting in. I'm glad to be working with you.
Mr. Nothing. I still really like his design, so I'm not really mad.
Doctor, Rhodes Island has done so much for me. What can I say except thank you? If you need anything, just say the word.
Except thank you.
To make it happen.
Okay.
Ascalon should have showed you my files. Messenger or mercenary, you asked. Doesn't matter. All you need to know is that I'm not after your life for now, Doctor.
We still got one more. We still got one more. could it be?
ハンターだ。俺に仕事をくれ。私はすると。あんたが噂のドクター？これからはロドスで働かせてもらうことになってるから。
Okay.
退屈させない。
What the fuck? I'm not mad though. I got who I wanted, you know? You see that queen in the center? And even if I didn't have Dorothy, today would have been a great day. Because I got Inez and Dorothy at the same one. Surtur, I already have you, you know? This is crazy. Wow, 3 of them in 110. Three of them in 110. That is crazy. And I get to save all the rest of my currency, you know, because I am still broke. God damn. She's a fast redeploy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she's busted. I forgot. Oh, shit. Yeah, from when we watched her video.
Are you sure I need to watch these? Back in Kasdel, you used to lead my people.
Bro, I forgot she's busted.
We have no time to hesitate. There are souls
Wrong
waiting
one?
for us behind the firing line.
I'm gonna need this anyway. It's fine. I'm gonna need this for when for no, it's fine. It's fine. Cause I'm gonna need this for her second one. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just let this finish.
You get no sympathy.
Viper actually has a great overview for her. I have it in my guide. Okay. Can you? Did you update your guide? Because if you updated it, send me the link on Discord again.
I will complete my assignment.
Don't judge this lineup, okay? I call it Sir Cracked. Everybody dies. No hezzy. Everybody dies.
Are they the ones who caused such destruction and started all this conflict?
There is no turning back for you.
Everybody dies. No hezzy.
Come, best me if you can.
You thought you was gonna survive? Nah, it doesn't work that way in these streets. Check the skins. See, y'all do this to me every single time we start a stream. Because of how long I'm off of the game, you always say check the skins. And I go in there and I see a bunch of skins that I end up wanting. This time I don't have the fucking currency. Stop it. Stop it. That's the point.
Take good care of yourself while I'm gone.
I've been helping fund Infield for over a year now.
Position.
Everyone, follow me. Just as planned.
The horn skin though? Oh no.
Roger.
Oh no.
Thrust.
We're not gonna do too much of all this because I actually have a quick way to get her to level 80, so I'm not really worried about it. We're just gonna get her to E2, maybe if I have enough stuff. If not, we're not gonna grind for E2. We're just gonna get her to E1 and then get her far enough.
We're fighting you guys. Then please do your bestest job. Or I'll be really bored. Freeze!
So how's everyone doing today? Did everybody get Inez?
Everyone, freeze!
Skill 7 is mostly enough? Okay.
Mission accomplished.
I did in 30. I got her. Pulled Inez day 1. Your phone died. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That is an expensive loss. A very expensive loss.
Stay focused. Look straight ahead.
You got 2 Inez before cement. Isn't that a good thing? Why sad face?
I know what to do.
I stopped at 30 but did not get her. Damn. I'm so sorry.
Orchid, ready to move.
Roger. Thrust.
10 for Inez. 80 for first cement. Okay.
Bring it on.
See, I didn't get Kwabai. I really wanted her, but I didn't get Kwabai.
Incoming. Get ready, everyone.
Oh, come on. I already have enough work to deal with.
I'll show them what I can do.
What's up, Bomb Frost?
Thrust. Beautiful.
So how many of you guys excited for chapter 10?
Not one step backward.
So let me make sure everybody knows what the deal is for this week.
Mission accomplished.
This is Arknights week. We do this for every single chapter, and this is why it always takes me so long to do another one, because it is burnout. This is Arknights week. Arknights week means that the entire week we will be playing Arknight story. Now there may be one day out of the entire week where I need just a break or just some sleep or something, but the entire week we will be playing Arknights, and we'll be finishing the story.
This place is the same as it ever
Well,
was.
finishing this story.
Morning.
I don't like starting
any
the
plans?
story and then having a huge gap in between because I always forget stuff. So we just dedicate a whole week to it. For those who are new here. Okay, yeah, she's not in here anymore because I already saw her thing. Inez is a vanguard.
Great. Even in the middle of a war, you people still insist.
73. That is really close. And why is it stopping at 73? Is it money? It is money. No, we're not grinding for too long. We're not grinding for too long. We're just doing this at the beginning of the stream because I might want to actually use her. How's your base going? Why are we talking about bases? What's a base?
Paved with
All right.
sacrifice.
We ain't playing infield. What's a base? What you talking about? Base. Base. Base?
Very well.
What's a base? You mean the beta? Base? Base? Did I check the infield website? Abso-fucking-lutely. I cut it out of my video because I sat there staring at I wasn't talking. I was just looking at the website. Just staring at it majority of the time. It's a beautiful website. It's just, there's a lot to it. So, I guess we'll do this now. All right, so we're doing predictions, but while we're grinding, we're doing predictions. What year do you think this game is coming out? Will it be 2023? Will it be 2024? Will it be 2025? What year do you think this game will be coming out? (2023) copium. All right. So my prediction is late 2025. That's what I think. It'll be about late 2025 because they did say this is a massive overtaking for the team. So
Acknowledged.
I think we'll see a beta. We'll see the CN beta this year. We'll see the global beta next year. We'll see a CN and global beta at the end of next year. And then 2025, we'll see like them progressing towards release. Now I could be wrong, but that is what I think. I'm actually really excited to see how they plan on doing this. I want to know who this chick is. They did a great job on this. They really did. They did a really good job on this. I don't know. I don't know about Weathering Waves. Can't wait for Angelina to become playable here.
There will come a day when we clear the mist of hardship.
You're gonna play the male administrator? No. We're doing female on this stream. We're doing female on this stream. I can understand why you want to play male though.
This place is the same as it ever was.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna spend this entire stream
Got any new plans?
just grinding for money. We don't want to do that. We have a lot of time to stream today. Yeah, it would take me a little bit to even do that. I need 353, 122. I need 87K. Alright, let's do this. Is she a 6-star? She is a 6-star. Yeah, so I can't even do that. I can't even use my... Can't even use my little savings bonds with these characters. It sucks that I can't use these for the 6-stars, man. It really sucks. I could use it for this one. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Next time we stream, we'll have her built. course. Yeah, we'll have her built next stream. You guys ready? Before we begin this, though, let's let Comey has sent us the trailers, so we are going to watch the trailers.
What is up, guys? My name is Ray, and welcome to another Hong.
인산 귀는 눈브란 in coronaminfocado monarca aspira Juvenes de despinas in coronam sensit Anima seclarium malitum sanguine proto in crustium facto pronumi mortalem providentiam iederam in tuo
God.
Dominum abus datore loterra in ubi nostra turem instrue
Okay, brace yourself, guys.
Brace yourself, guys. I've already seen this. That's why I didn't really react to it. It's the Queen W. Heidi? Who the hell is Heidi?
つまり交渉から美しい鉱物を掘り起こすような
家族を守るためならやらないわけには
That's right, Rock. I forgot all about her design. Yeah.
やらないわけにはいかないでしょビクトリアの軍人ならば自らの規律に誇りを持ちなさい
It's Horn!
盾を構える私の前に飛び出さないように
I'm so happy I got her. Oh, man. You gotta see her skin? Whose skin? Whose skin? Horn? Horn has a skin? Okay, I guess we don't need to see this because we already know what's in here. Here we go. You guys are toxic. I don't know if this is a good idea. Hold on. Let me big screen this. All right. Is that her? Don't tell me this is the one y'all hyped up. I mean, it looks cool, but don't tell me this is the one y'all hyped up. I want this one too. Shit. He looks cool. Man, I wanted this one too. Fuck. They resold this one? I have all of these. I have all of these. I have all the ones that are next. Okay, this isn't too bad. I can resist these. I can resist these. I can resist these. This is fair. I can resist these. You ready? Londinium. Inside the shard. It's starting right in the All right, here we go. There's stuff to do before chapter 10, brother. What do you What do you mean there's stuff to do before chapter 10? Okay. It's taking a while to load. Give it a second. Let me just try and download it because it's just taking too long. All right. What am I looking at that I need to do before? All right. Okay, we've already done chapter 10, or sorry, chapter 9. Okay, so chapter 9's mission is not that difficult. After you finish chapter 9, you have the option to check out 2 optional short stories. These 2 records are very good for connecting chapter 9 and 10. Reading time is about 15 minutes each and are highly recommended. I just wanted to get into chapter 10. Alright, so after either chapter 9 or the optional operator records, you can go straight into chapter 10. Chapter 10 is a notable increase in difficulty from chapter 9, so be prepared for... Oh, god damn it. Alright, so what is the thing? What is the thing that I need to read? What is this? Wait, did you just link me the thing that I need to... Inspector Hoshiguma, you're finally here. Hey, you sent me a message to get out of here right when I was taking my shoes off, kid. Had to scramble across half of Lungmen in the dead of night. So what's with your perp? We apprehended her. She's in a holding cell now. Who? So you got her. How many did it take? It was just me and another guy on duty. He says she's a Victorian soldier, packing a pretty intimidating weapon too. Horn? A Victorian soldier. I don't get it either. Before me and Ping even got close, she just dropped her weapon, stuck her hands way up and started yelling right here. Oh, Bagpipe. Bagpipe. Inspector, I've been on this getaway for a couple years now. I've never seen someone try to cross in like this. No worries, I'll go see what her deal is. He said in the message she was yelling something too. She's out here trying to speak Mandarin Yanese. Not too well at that, but it sounded like she was saying chin. I might have just heard it wrong. I'm up to speed. All right. That's bright. Oh, did someone finally come? Why is the music so hype? Yeah, I've got a few questions to ask. Is this an interrogation? Counts as one, I guess. It was always me doing the interrogating before. Suddenly the tables all turn. Honestly, it's a new feeling to me. So you handed in your weapon all nicely. Didn't want to run? Ought to be fair deal, simple getting out of here. Really, even without the fort cracker. Dang, she just said it's easy. This wouldn't even be this wouldn't even be nothing for her. She just said, what you mean try to run? You could lock me up in here and I could get out of here no problem. No, not that I meant to. Clean forgot you're interrogating me. I've got no thoughts of running at all. I kept here voluntarily. Why? Hard to meet anyone who likes squatting in prisons. I mean, I really didn't want to be shut up. I just heard that if I barged my way in the gate, police come and arrest me. They're called the LGD in Lungman, right? I was looking for someone, so quickest method possible. Find who exactly? Chen. I mean, right, Chen. She's in the LGD, right? I think she's already a superintendent. What a shame. I thought she'd come over herself once she got the news, see? What relationship do you and the supposed Superintendent Chen have? She's acting stupid. We're best friends. We were classmates back when she was in school in Victoria. Which school? The Royal Guard Academy. In that case, you're an officer. I was before I left. A retired Victorian officer in uniform, gate crashed in a border of another nation with a standard weapon to boot. Minus the bit where it fires shells. That part's removed. But with the chambering system retained, it still has a massive blast force. Am I right? Going by the rulebook, I really should have handed it in to the brass. Which is to say, didn't have ordinary retirement. Well, that question came fast. Okay, so she expected this. I knew this day was coming, but would have tried a little harder back in the interrogation theory. Are you that keen on covering up the details of your retirement? Miss, if you're a deserter, then I should be on the phone already. No, please don't call anyone. I really am out of the force. I can promise you that. I'll try and explain, but there's some info I just am not at liberty to reveal here. Go for it then. Alright, here's the thing. 3 months ago, I was still in the army, and our team was tracking this case. Okay, so this is the connection in between Chapter 9, what we just completed, right? She's about to give a TLDR of everything that just happened. During our investigation, I can't say anything, but because of this case, out of our team, the only one presently still alive, no, still freely operate, still able to freely operate is me now. I'm sorry. It must be tough to remember. Thank you for understanding. That said, I'm not clear on something. You almost gave your life, so shouldn't the old Victorian army Foggies have been covering you in medals? You mean getting decorated? Forget it. The investigation is not complete. That never even crossed my mind. It's actually easier reading it this way. But at the very least, I thought they could send a few more hands to help me stay on the trail. And they didn't? Really floors you, doesn't it, officer? I make less sense of it than you do. I started out searching for all kinds. Started from County Peninsuela. Peninsuela? Yeah, Peninsuela's barracks. And all of them were tripping to placate me. Placate. Make less angry or hostile. Having me wait for orders. Yeah, see? Have me wait for orders from above, pledging I'd have more hands ASAP. And I heeded that. In the end, I realized I was just wasting more and more time, and the investigation was dead in its tracks for it. So I decided to circumvent the place's barracks and get straight in touch with Londinium. Fuck you, Alex. Wasn't too easy doing it, but luckily, I'd already built up little experience on how to deal with barracks. And you'll always run into good people on the way for it. Finally, I made it in one piece to the closest camp in Londinium. And there I made my decision to retire. Because they didn't help you? Commanders, counts, the Grand Dukes, they probably had other concerns. They told me so at least. And there I was swallowing it all. Right until the day. Yeah, she's holding a little bit. She's holding more than a little bit of information. Tries to help Chaotic. Gets shot. How is this help Chaotic? Plus one word. -1 pronunciation. How is this helping Chaotic, okay? How is this helping me? Fuck you, Alex. I accidentally overheard a lieutenant colonel with some other God, here we go. The stuttering. I need to slow down. A lieutenant colonel with some other officer I didn't recognize discussing what to do with me. Hey, I never thought. 37 whole days past the event, and I wasn't sitting waiting for any reinforcements, only in order to transfer. What? So are these after the events of Chapter 9 that she's talking about? Are these like things that took place after the fact? Okay. I was about to say none of this happened. This couldn't have been. This is Chapter 9. No, that didn't happen in. And this is not Chapter 9. This is the side story thing for Bagpipe. Okay, it happened after. I feel a right mess inside. Is it hurt or disappointment or anger? I can't even say. The case Bagpipe is talking about is Chapter 9. Yes, that part I put together. The thing that I was confused about was simply everything that she's talking about after the fact about her wanting to transfer and shit. I don't remember that being in Chapter 9, so that's why I asked the question. When I learned, my brain just went pure white. Only thought I could keep was I was glad I left my spear in the training room. I didn't have it in hand. Otherwise, you would have done something. Wouldn't have really, probably. After all, I always remembered my own duty. Great, Comey. You got it working. Good, good, good. And just the same, as a Victorian serviceman, I had to obey orders. But in that moment, I realized I couldn't do it. Armies don't care for insubordination. And with that, I settled on it pretty quickly. I'd leave the army myself before they decided where I ought to go. Did they agree to let you go? Retirement procedures went smooth enough. Leader and Chin Chin used to complain about how stubborn I was. Of course, a lieutenant colonel and his lot couldn't do a thing to stop it. When I was at the camp to hand my weapons back in, I got ambushed. A surprise attack from who? The one you were after? It's very likely. I've gone over it in my head. Why would they choose to act at the barracks when they clearly didn't care for a whole month about me? Maybe the enemy sneaked their way into the army admin in the end. Or maybe just from the start. None of it matters anymore. I fought off a few, but they had masses of people. Couldn't help but pick up my spear and hurry my way out. And then, that's how you fled Victoria. I think that's still kind of deserting, isn't it? By definition, that's still kind of deserting. Fled's not wrong. It's been real rough and tumble coming all this way. I know how tall and order it is to deal with those bunch. Didn't dare go home naturally. Didn't want the ghosts getting my mom and them caught up too. Going back to the armies, even more out of the question. And I'd just be hassling the police if I went to them. Kept wavering, thinking for an answer. I completely forgot about Calcit. I completely forgot about Calcit. You can only turn to classmates. That's right. Chin Chin promised. If anything happened to me, I could go find her. Officer, what are you laughing at? It's nothing. So you came to Lungman. That's where she is for certain. I haven't got it wrong, have I? Her New Year message last year came from this place and all. I was just excited to see what happened in chapter 10, man. Like, I was tunnel vision. Like, I had to get all the other stuff out of the way first, but then once I got my mind settled that I wanted to start, I wanted to start. And guys, hit that like button, you know. It kind of helps out the stream. You know, pushes me out to more people. It's called engagement. Which you guys are engaged. So hit the fucking like button. Please. Thank you. Let's keep talking why you broke past our gateway. No matter if you got people hunting you down, you're a Victorian citizen anyway. You're not telling me you can't even buy a ticket somewhere. I honestly can't. Huh? Professional Victorian servicemen take home less than Lungman street stalls? Oh, yeah, money. That's not it. I lost my wallet and password both in Lithuanian. You might be my kind of girl, huh? That sounds like another chin, to be honest. Now that except less serious, I guess. They got blown to nothing. Not even cinders left. You're definitely my kind of girl. Not just the wallet. I was here from being sent flying too. See, and that's the thing that I was hoping wouldn't happen. Comey, you are a mod. Let me just repeat this one more time. You are a mod, okay? Comey, you are a mod, meaning that you do not need to pay the person you're modding for, okay? It doesn't make sense. If anything, I should be paying you, okay? To everyone who just received a membership from Comey, Please thank her back for her spending money on a stream she shouldn't be spending money on. Thank you. I'd only just left Victoria at that point. Rubbed shoulders with a caravan car crossing Lithuanian. Hadn't been in the country for 2 days when a car passed this wee city. The local viscount was a fair deal, happy to welcome us, and even set us up in the nicest inn and all. When it came evening, God, the way she speaks. When it became evening time, the others went to this meal, and I stayed by myself in this whole luxury suite they gave me. Waiter gave me a supper meal, totally complimentary. Had a few bites. Always felt Lithuanian food was too refined for me, never much suited my palate. Just wanted to go outside and find a farmer's market and saunter about for a while. She's a country girl, yeah. She doesn't like fancy plates, I guess. Didn't think as soon as I was downstairs there'd be a boom, and the window frame for my room go crunch right in front of me. Completely mangled up too. That's an intense explosion for sure. It was. Even I might have lost my life if I got blown out of the window 10 floors up, you know? Only might have? It's serious. Look, I swear. Honestly, didn't expect to be in it, to be so in it. Oh, God damn it. Here we go. Honestly, didn't expect to be so in for it, even in Lithuanian. Your mind and body both seem much sturdier than that poor window frame. Thanks for the praise. Come to mention it, do you know who tried to blow you up? No idea. I'd only been with the caravan for a few days, pinching in my strength. Shouldn't have made any enemies, right? Actually, I'm not that worried about getting an answer to that question. Ever since I started investigating this case, the riddles have piled on up, and there's been no moment of clarity at any point. Gotten used to it already. So by coming to Lungmen, you are hoping to lean on your friend. I'm not looking for others to protect me, no. I just wanted to ask Chin Chin if she'd be willing to help. Oh, you still want to go back to Victoria to finish the job? Even with so many people out for you? Right you are. Not a single hint of hesitation either. Hoshiguma's warming up to her. It's been a few months for me. Going from Victoria to Lungmen, suppose I'd even have the slightest hesitation? I couldn't have gone this way. I promised I'd get the truth of it all out for blah, 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 blah. To get the truth of it all out for all to see. If I didn't know where that truth is, I'll go looking. If the enemy doesn't want me talking, then I swear I'll talk. I left Victoria without looking back. But if I'm all ready to return one day, then I will not waver one step. You're not scared? I am. Right. I believe you. Eh? Warriors who keep saying they're not scared of dying are either bluffing or they haven't gotten it yet. I think you've made the preparations you need to, and I believe you aren't lying. So in that case, can you help me get in touch with Superintendent Chen. Here. There's a few chasuba in this bag. I guess that's food. They're pretty much cooled. If you can put up with that, they're edible. I'm guessing you've starved after running all this way through the wasteland. Oh, that's her race. Even as a Voriver, I say this wrong every time, don't judge me, chat. Even as a Vorivore, whatever, as intrepid as you, gonna have her meal times. People are saying you didn't see. I didn't watch it because you said there was a spoiler in it. That's why I didn't watch it. But okay, Comey, I guess I'll just go ahead and watch it. So tasty. Wait, is this part of the interrogation too? Part of it? It ended a while ago. I was thinking you'd ask me some about me and Chin's past. Check if I was lying or not. No need. She probably can't hear what I'm saying. What I needed to know, I long since knew. You mean... Wait. It just came to me. I know you too. You're the LGG's Hoshi? Haha. You're better off not calling me that, especially in front of them. Oh, okay. There's no spoiler. It's just, okay. Got it. How about this, Bagpipe? We'll stick to code. And you stay in this room just a little longer. I'll step out for a moment to see someone. Okay, so that's essentially what happens in between. Okay, Swire. Finish grilling. Why not go in yourself? Curious as you are. Is anything worth the curiosity? I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to like Swire a little bit. Like, I'm actually like starting to like her a little bit. She's actually pretty cool. Rhodes Island's people are all on their way. She can't stay here for long. If I kept track of the time right, it should be here now. Who knows where she's frolicking about right now, while we're left working overtime. If Chin heard her old classmate walked a million miles looking for her, she'd be at least a little ruffled. She won't say it, but she's always been loyal to her friends. Missy and you know that. What do her friends matter to me? And you absolutely sent the message to Rhodes Island the moment you got the tip off. Why the effort to interrogate her too? Do you love it, playing the bad cop? Best go through proper procedures. What with all the kids on the forest watching. Besides, don't you want to do a little finding out? See what new dangers old Chin might get into? No, thank you. I'm so done with this. Once Rhode Island picks her up from in there, you're giving me a clear, thorough report, no slacking. All right. Look, here's a Rhodes Island operator to lead her away. What? So Chinchin actually left the LGD already? You're telling me I need to go somewhere else now? What was that company called? Rhodes Island. Okay. So that's how we connect the two. You said there's another one? Warfarin's operator record. Is there something wrong with me? What the fuck? This is another 27 minutes. Dude, we haven't even touched chapter 10 yet. We got a big problem. What? You got taller. Don't scare me like that. This is serious. It's been 2 centuries since I got any taller. Your physical indicators are all normal. Your arithmetic is pretty stable too. Not bad. But if you can, try not to take your rings off after you get to Londinium. No, I guess I can't expect you to hear me on that one. Dr. Warfarin, are you mad that we're going to Londinium? Mad? Amiya, tap into your powers and look at me. How am I feeling? Very calm. Looks like I'm not so muddled that I can't figure out my own emotions. Not yet, anyway. 200 years ago, I probably would have had something to say about this. These days, though, I'm not going to get upset over something decided by destiny. If I have the time, I might as well do some more research. Decided by destiny? What do you mean? Like how you destined to fight this fight? And Londinium is destined to face war, death, and hate. But... Stop. I know what you're going to say, and I've heard it more times than I care to count. I'm not trying to blame you, and I'm not angry. If this was enough to piss me off, I would have been pissed to death centuries ago. Here, let me draw some blood for blood work. Okay. That reminds me. Have I ever told you why I became a doctor, even though I'm a vampire? You know what's cool? I think with the anime taking place right now, there's going to be so many opportunities for them to... Of course, this is not like they can't do this in between the in the seasons, right? But it would be really cool if they took time while we're waiting for the next season, every single, however many months it takes for them to prepare the next season. If they throw in some of these little side stories and just release them. Just give us a short animation of a conversation that happened, or a fight that happened, or something that adds a little bit to the lore. Because I already know the anime is not going to be able to do these. Like these little bits where they're giving us some context in between some of the chapters. For example, when we're here at chapter 9 in the anime, however long that takes, they're not going to be able to add these cutscenes in between for the characters. They're just going to go right on to chapter 10. So I think it would be nice to just kind of throw these out as little bits to watch while we're waiting. Oh, I feel like you have. I think you said you used to be very aggressive, violent lady. Warfarin used to be very aggressive. I mean, as a vampire, yeah, that makes sense. Because you had a thirst for blood, like the rest of your kind. But in the end, you got tired of fighting. Oh, so I told you already, huh? Here I just came up with a story about being a vampire heroine. I was looking for some looking forward to duping some fools with it. I don't think a lot of people would fall for that. Now that's hard to say. It might just help me rebuild my dignified image here at Rhodes Island. Your image is what it is because you keep doing things like that. Well, fine. It's not like I actually care about this anyway. I digress. But there is one thing I definitely haven't told you. The truth is, it doesn't matter how much you like doing something. If you keep doing it for 100 years, you're bound to get tired of it. Most vampires are sick of fighting for that exact reason. But at the same time, a century of doing the same thing also eventually turns it into a habit. And when everyone in your tribe has that habit, it becomes the tribe's social norm. In other words, it's a social norm for us vampires that thirst for blood and war. And to this day, I still haven't overcome my social norm. But you haven't ever had any real accidents on the ship. Of course not. I've trained myself for 2 whole centuries. The stuff you see me pulling is just a pastime of mine. Don't look at me like that. I'll admit, I do lose control when I'm with the doctor. But about that, I've actually come up with a few new ideas since we started getting all this new blood on the ship. Still need some tinkering though. Let's shelve that topic for now. Anyways, the reason I became a doctor is a simple one. I got tired of war. I got sick of it. And I chose to reject the social vampire norm. And while I looked for a way to overcome my instincts, I inevitably became a medical researcher. Is that how you met Dr. Calcit? Well, she's a mysterious one, and she holds a bunch of titles, but she's a doctor, alright, and I can see why you'd think that's how we met. Though in your view, is she really the kind of woman who'd sit down and discuss medical theory? Absolutely fucking not. Well, actually, she might be. She actually might be. With how much she talks, yeah, she actually might be. Or actually, do I look like that kind of woman to you? But you met each other a long time ago, didn't you? Wait a second. Should this one, I think, wait, no. This is the book that we did together later. What's this stinking thing all falling apart? Oh, now I remember. This is the journal where my first dissertation was published, and I kept it after it ceased publication. There we go. These magazines here. These are from decades ago. I wrote for this magazine at the time, and then one day some dipshit showed up to write a long article supposedly poking holes in all my theories. The key thing here is that I wasn't wrong, but all the things she pointed out were indeed issues that I neglected or didn't consider. I wasn't about to sit down and take all that from her, so I followed her reasoning and did my experiment again, and it actually gave me better results. Back then, basically, anyone could publish whatever in a magazine, and her article was one of the few I thought was up to snuff. And she was Calcit, of course. She didn't even bother to use a pen name. You know what really pissed me off though? I wrote a dozen or so articles after that in response, but she never submitted again. Damn. Let me correct you. Let me correct you, and then go ghost again. You'll never hear from me again. What's the point? It sounds just like Dr. Calcit. Hold on, let me turn this off because it's killing my eyes. I'm gonna be darker than usual. So until one day, a woman representing Teresa, the Sarkis King, invited me to join them. She even pulled out all these magazines and told me she was that very Calcit. So what happened next? I blasted out of her door and never wrote for the magazine again. I still remember when Dr. Calcit said she's going to take me to see another doctor. I thought you were her friend. I'm actually... All this talk of Calcit is actually... Hold on, chat. Because this is fucking long, and I'm going to forget to do the Calcit thing again. All right. So the voice actor for this, her name is I'm probably saying her name wrong. Surasu. And she also voices Lucia in Punishing Grey Raven for the global English voice. So.
Doctor, please sit. I'm just here to give you a physical examination.
Great. This place is the same as it ever was. Morning. Got any new plans?
Doctor, please sit. I'm just here to give you a physical examination, so relax. If there are any irregularities, please tell me in full. Meaning? We'll set aside what it means to Rhodes Island for now. To me, the meaning it holds is quite significant.
Yeah, okay.
I will conduct scientific examinations on you at regular intervals, recording your vital signs and state of consciousness. No other personnel have this authority. If anyone wishes to conduct an examination on you, you have the right to refuse. Do you understand?
Oh my god, why? She definitely sounds exactly the way I was expecting her to. She definitely sounds exactly the way that I expect her to.
I'm sure, on a daily basis, you interact with many operators. When you converse with them, you must be alert for any speech that attempts to influence your will. Remember to preserve your ego, and at necessary times, I suggest you seek my help. Of course, for you, I should be unnecessary, shouldn't I?
Yeah, she's good. Yeah, she's good. She's good. She's good. She's fucking good.
Amiya has left to eat with the young operators. She is a child, too, and you should accompany her as well. These lands have no mercy on the basis of age, but children will always be our unvarying hope.
I very much admire this notion of a certain someone's. Doctor, do you ever doubt the meaning in your own existence? I do. Life upon these lands is tremendously tenacious. It evolves to suit a unique niche, often finding nurtured tameness and confrontation futile. What is our destination, Doctor?
I approve.
I believe you will find an answer. I can only persevere in that belief.
I approve. I approve. She sounds exactly as I thought Cosset would sound. Very cold. No offense to the voice actor, but she has the bitchy voice down. Like she sounds like Cosset. She sounds like the Cosset I figured she would be.
Comes fragility. Such is the principle of all living things. Monster and I will protect everyone. Especially you, Doctor.
See, I didn't, with this character, I didn't expect her to sound like, you know, there's some characters that have that sexy kind of voice a little bit, right? I didn't expect that from this character. I expected this one to sound cold and a little bitchy. So, with her sounding, she hit the nail on the head. There's a specific line, though. Which one is it?
Monster. Perform your task. Awake. Go ahead.
I don't remember.
Make sure a video record of this battle. Monster. Collect tissue samples. What are you doing? You seem to have grown used to your own work and responsibility. You've become much like a leader.
Where was that voice line?
Monster and I will protect everyone. Especially you, Doctor.
There it is.
Monster and I will protect everyone. Especially you, Doctor.
Her voice is just so... Yeah, she did a great job. I don't have anything else to say. I can't really... It doesn't look like I'm excited, but it's because it's literally perfect. Like, I don't really have anything to say. It's literally perfect. Yeah, it's literally perfect. Like, I don't hear any inconsistencies here. If you listen to the Japanese one, yeah, of course she has like a slightly different tone. It's just a different voice actor thing. She still sounds very cold and very bitchy. I'm sorry, that's not another word. There's not another word for it. It's You see? She sounds... She sounds... No, sassy definitely doesn't fit. There's a reason I'm using the word bitchy. There's a reason for it. Cosset has this give fucks all type of way of talking, right? Sassy isn't a give fucks all type of emotion. Bossy, you kind of have to care. Like, no, it's not. Literally, the word is bitchy. Like, you guys are trying to look for another word. The word is bitchy, but it's not in a... How can I even say this? Because I don't want it to come off as I'm calling like someone a bitch. That's not like what I'm trying to say. She has this, you know, when someone talks to you stern, Like when someone talks to you very stern and you can tell she just does not give a fuck about what you're thinking. She's just getting her point across. Bitchy. That is what I'm trying to say. That is exactly what I'm trying to say. So she has a specific way of getting her point across. She wants to make sure the way she says the thing that she's trying to say is exactly how she's trying to say it. And that's it. She does not give a fuck about how you feel about what she's trying to say. She does not give a fuck about if you don't like what she's trying to say. She says what she's trying to say. Right? So, and I think she portrayed that very, very well. Very, very well. We're trying to be a family-friendly channel. You should know by now I am not family-friendly. I don't think I could be even if I wanted to.
Are you awake? Or still in a dream?
Yeah, I like it. I really do. I really do. I really do. She did a great job. She did a great job. I'm happy. I'm actually very happy with this. I can't be like the normal excited for this because like I get excited for the sexy hot voices. It, like this one is just so on the nose. Authoritative. Yes. Authoritative. That is a word we can use. Authoritative. Bitchy. Authoritative.
Sometimes I hear Syracusans talking about the downfall of Familia, Texas. No two versions of the story are the same. Most are pretty dull, and some make for interesting fairy tales, but in the end, they're all pretty embellished. The real story is, I just got exhausted and decided to leave.
I really do. I'm starting to like Tex more and more and more. I'm starting to like her more and more and more. All right. Back to that damn near 30-minute. God damn it. Warfarin, this is an official summons from the royal court. How dare you disobey us? Little fella, I've lived a long time now. Do you know how many royal court fancy folk I've met? And how many of them I've kicked right out of my door? This is war. The fate of our kind hangs at the balance. Hold on, it is hot. I don't know. I thought it was cold as hell.
It's quiet here. No hitmen haunting the shadow.
That fucking scared me. Oh, my AC went off. What the fuck? Okay. What did you do to me? Stand here for another 10 seconds and your blood will start to Oh, fuck, sheesh. Oh, she's crazy. 15 seconds later, you'll be a statue. If you leave now, you can still make it out alive. Coagulate. That's how you say it. Impossible. I've never heard of a vampire power like this. You're welcome to stay and see for yourself. Remote control AC, bruh. It's not as fancy as you think it is, bro. It's just it's a Google Nest. Like you can literally just go like it's a Google Nest. It's not as fancy as you think it is. Don't you think you can disobey the royal court? He got scared. I think the AC automatically turns itself off at a certain temperature. It does, but Okay, this is the only time I'm gonna talk about this. A Google Nest adapts to what you set your temperatures at, and since it was really cold only a week ago, I've had my AC off for like over a week. So it thought I would want the AC off. Looks like I need to find a new place to live. Again. I've made plenty of money, so maybe it's high time I move to Victoria. Be ready for Tuesday. What's Tuesday? What do you talk about is going to drop to 28? It doesn't say that here. What the hell? All this medical equipment. Fuck. Yeah, I've heard that plenty of times too. Looks like I need to find a new place to live. Again, I've made plenty of money, so maybe it's high time I move to Victoria. All this medical equipment would be a pain to haul here, though. Hey, Warfarin, can you actually turn people into statues? No. I was just scaring him. Well, alright. I didn't know you were such a big shot, though. Oh, shut up. I told you long ago that I'm a famous doctor among the vampires. None of us have ever heard of a vampire doctors, though, vampire doctors to begin with. Why are you out here in the middle of nowhere, then? Because I want to be. I mean, that's the only reason you need. Because we're close to the Kasdel border, which makes it easy to mail dissertations out of the country. What's going on today? There's no end to the stream of unwelcome visitors, is there? Who are you? Someone seeking medical help. Too bad. I don't treat those who fight in wars. I'll chase her away for you, Warfarin. By yourself? Forget it. Better keep your blood in your body. Take the medicine and bring it home to your mother. Okay. Your reputation precedes you here. It's nowhere near as thunderous as your name. Damn. So what's the big idea, Calcit? You of all people need treatment from me? I'm not the one who needs treatment. She is. Amiya. Hello. You know my rules, Calcit. No matter how you slice it, Teresa is fighting in this war, and you work for Teresa. No matter who you bring me, I won't take them as a patient. Teresa is dead, Warfarin. This girl is the new king of Sarkas. And the time, you only came up to my elbow. At this rate, you'll be taller than me in a few years. 4 years have flashed right by. I was actually really surprised when I first met you, too. Because I don't look like a doctor. Yeah, you look like a fucking bloodsucker. Yes. Whatever, it's not like I care about keeping up arrogant appearances like Calcit. I remember Dr. Calcit saying Rhodes Island was preparing to leave Kasdel, and the facilities on board were in varying degrees of disrepair, so she had to take me somewhere else for treatment. She told me she was taking me to see a vampire doctor, but that she's special in that she likes to research more than blood. She also said that the doctor is very skilled, and the royal court tries to enlist her in services every time there's a war, but she always turns them down. She told you the truth, huh? Here I thought she'd exaggerate things to sully my name. Speaking of which, may I ask you a question, Dr. Warfarin? Is Warfarin good in game? If that'll get you to stop sticking a doctor in front of my name. Theoretically, you're my superior now. But you're the one who saved my life. Besides, it was you and Dr. Calcit who built the foundation of Rhodes Island medical section together. Amazing buffer, yes, oldest buffer. Okay, maybe nobody else knows that, but I do. Ah, fine, I get it. Ask away. She's an SP battery and buffer, medic/buffer. Yeah, she's good as a buffer. The fact that so many people are saying the same thing is enough. Yeah. Plus 90 attack buff? Exu, Warfarin combo is a hood classic? Really? Interesting. Do I have Warfarin? I do. I have her. Why? To research medicine and save lives. But Rhodes Island's back. But Rhodes Island's back then isn't anything like the Rhodes Island of today. At the time, we were entirely focused on getting out of Kazo. So why did you accept Dr. Calcit's request? How is Amiya's condition? Physically, there's not much wrong with her, but her mental condition is a bit tricky. Most likely because she's the king. She talks in her sleep, she unconsciously reads the emotions of others, and she has trouble controlling her powers. A normal doctor probably wouldn't know where to begin with her. And that's why I came to you. And I thought you'd at least stay and help take care of the kid, but you ended up just dumping her on me. Rhodes Island's command has fallen into chaos after losing both Teresa and the doctor. There are plenty of eyes trying to snoop on us too. I have to take charge and maintain order. And given the circumstances, you made the journey all the way here to bring the new King of Sarkas to me. This is the king, Calcit. Teresa's a cruel one. Wait. Teresa's not going to be our enemy, is she? I thought we were gonna join her or some shit. Like, that's so fucking... I don't know how to feel about this upcoming chapter, man. How could you pick a fragile girl like her to be your successor? But Amiya is the last bit of hope she had left. Hope is a poison to the Sarkas. I've heard much about your past deeds. Now that you have a living King of Sarkas here with you, surely you have run a few ideas through your head. Perhaps I should let the girl die painlessly in her sleep. It's a better fate than the pain and hardship she is destined to suffer. This isn't how I wish for things to turn out either. If only it could have been another way. But now that things have come to this, as a doctor, I just don't want to see another soul extinguished before my eyes. As a doctor, giving yourself a pat on the back now, aren't you? You may be a doctor, but you're also a conspirator, a cold-blooded puppet master, and an accessory to a war. I won't deny that, but what about you, Warfarin? You refuse to serve each and every royal court. You choose to stay away from war and hide in a border town, refusing to treat anyone but the locals. The name Mr. Blood has long been known far and wide across the Victorian and Colombian medical circles. You'd rather be an outlier among the vampires. Could someone like you really save all those trying to escape from war? Yep. I know what you're trying to do to cause it. Uh-huh. You told me everything about your current situation. You brought the new King of Sarkis here for treatment, and you act like you're the losers in this conflict. It's almost like you're trying to say you have nothing to do with this war anymore. You're trying to rope me in. Never mind. And my response is still the same as all those years ago. Not happening. Teresa's ideas have always been about more than just the Sarkas. She sent her sights far. And she had grand ambitions, but that was exactly why things turned out the way they did. Everyone who starts a war has some wonderful ideas to circulate around. She wanted to cure erypathy. Now this is the first time I ever heard about that. And we've already put the fundamentals of the research together. Your handiwork? Naturally. I won't deny it. At some point in time, Rhodes Island will take action because of Theresis. But I can guarantee you, you have the power to keep yourself at arm's length. So that's what you two talked about. Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't accept there and then. I've heard plenty of pompous, affectedly and irritatingly grand, solemn, or self-important. Did I say it right?
Pompous.
Yeah, I did. Okay. Takes more than that to persuade me. Fancy big talk. Oh, okay. But then she came to... But when she came to take you away the next day, she said she's already spread the word that Mad Dr. Warfarin had joined Rhodes Island. It was too late for me to turn her down. I was pissed. I've been on the run for centuries, hiding from the royal court. And that's all it took? She even had Monster invite and escort me to Rhodes Island. Oh, that's scary. To tell you the truth, I didn't believe her when she said she and Theresis wanted to cure erypathy. It wasn't until she showed me the relevant research that I was convinced, albeit only barely. After that, I ended up staying reluctantly. Hey, Amiya, why the gloomy face? Am I drawing too much blood? Impossible. Even if I was half asleep, I know what I'm doing. Are you thinking of leaving? Huh? How do we get there? I mean, we're about to enter Londinium. You're being awfully serious today, so that maybe you're trying to tell me you're planning on leaving because of what Rhodes Island is doing doesn't align with your goals. No. Huh? Are you going to chase all the patients on the ship away? Of course not. That's why we're stopped next to this mining platform. Are you going to force me to go with you? No. Most of our people will be staying at Rhodes Island. This operation isn't being conducted under the Rhodes Island name. Why would I leave then? I'm telling you all this today because Londinium is a big step and a new journey for you. As your attending physician, I should prepare a gift for you. A gift? I don't think I've talked to anyone about this for some 100 years. It's only when I speak to Khalsid that I sometimes get the urge to discuss this. She knows just about everything though. And a lot of it, she doesn't actually need me to point out. But anyway, since I already started, let me go into it a little more. Not all of those who start wars are truly fools, Amiya. Most of them are extraordinarily smart. So smart that they know the easiest way to get what they want for themselves or their tribe is to take it from someone else. They know what it is they are doing. That's exactly why they're able to eliminate their enemies and spill rivers of blood without thinking twice. And once they've accomplished their goals and built their new order, they're overthrown by the next one with an ambitious goal. And all this will repeat over and over, almost to no end. Actually, there might just be no end to it whatsoever. Yeah, I understand. How I wish you didn't understand. Oh well. There's one more thing I need to make clear. Khalsid's right. I don't loathe the war per se. I went into hiding when I decided to leave war and the royal court behind. And after I became a doctor, I made a rule for myself. Never treat anyone who has anything to do with warfare. But if I truly loathed it, I should have strived to end war myself. I should have thrown myself into its midst like all those with ambitions. Words. I have nothing against the idea. I simply don't believe that line of thinking will lead us anywhere. Some might think that my choice is a cowardly one, but I'm tolerating and turning a blind eye to war. I may save many lives, but I've also allowed plenty more deaths to occur by inaction. To use a more scientific way to describe it, war is an endless internal friction. There are better ways to lead us toward the future. By the way, I stole that sentence from a book. Sounds cool, doesn't it? Maybe you should give it a read. She's actually smiling. It does sound like it has a point. Which book did you steal that from? I forgot. I'll look through my things and find it. Oh right, another thing. There's a reason I chose not to become an elite operator. I know there will come a day when the path before you will be devastated by the flames of war. And that's the hill I'm going to die on. And I'm not going to change my mind for anyone. So if you think I'm mad or disappointed, you're not quite right. because I never had any expectations to begin with. But I built Rhodes Island's blood bank with my own hands, and watched Rhodes Island's medical team grow from a few heads to the organization it is. I watched Rhodes Island grow to the pharmaceutical company. As long as I'm confident that you and Carlson haven't abandoned your quest to overcome Aripathy. No problem, Takeru. The VOD will be here, you know. It's fine. 2 hours we haven't touched the first chapter yet. I know. This is my gift to you. Dr. Warfarin? I promise you that Don't make it sound like we won't see each other again. I don't want promises, but I'd love a vial of the doctor's blood before you go. Of course you would. Well, you might need Dr. Cossett's approval. You can't always listen to Cossett, you know. You need to form your own options. Or opinions. Jesus. You can say that, but I won't let you take the doctor's blood for no reason. Oh, she has a reason. You need to learn some academic curiosity. I've been thinking. Once you get back, you should really come intern under me. I'll think about it. It's been a while since the last time I talked so much in one go. I sure could use a drink right now. Amiya, could you grab me that vial of blood to your right, will you? Huh? Just playing with you. This is how I like to scare people these days. It's actually pretty fun to spook people with all these vampire stereotypes. The kids in particular. They all go along with their shots after I pull something like that. You really shouldn't. Say Amiya. I have a whole ship filled with patients to care for. But don't forget, you'll always be my first patient at Rhodes Island. Of course. So you make sure you come back alive, okay? I will. I hear her fucking voice in the back of my head. Okay. Finally. We'll watch this thing that you guys want me to watch, and then we're going to get right to this freaking story. All right? You know what I just noticed too? This is the same quality as the anime.
Arknights 交換残食ドクター行きましょう
I love the quality of these, man.
そびえ立つ壁我らの誇りであった不落の城壁は牢獄となり果てたでも栄誉が地に落ちようと矜持は折れないここに同胞がいる限り私たちは絶対に膝を折らないわアークナイツ第10章交換残食ビクトリアに栄光あれ
It would be funny if they had been planning the anime this far back when they were doing all these animations, and we're just gonna end up seeing the same animations in the actual anime when we get to that point. That would be so funny. All right. Let's get to work. Our project is near to its close. I hear the sound of the storm, and so do they. They're telling me now how they like this sound. They're dying to become part of this storm, to howl wantonly through the air, to go and devour this hateful city before us. Perfect. In 10 days, our airship will be complete. From there, they'll be able to take to Londinian skies and serve as the storm's very pilots. I'll be going with them. That suits our plan. You are the optimal candidate to command our air forces, given I must be defending the Shard. This is crazy. She's supposed to be dead, man. It's hard for me to wrap my head around this. No, Thrasis. That isn't what I mean. They and I, as one, can but only go together. Good. Prior to their departure, you are to continue fulfilling your duty. The royal court needs you, and our soldiers need their most trustworthy monarch. Moreover, you are more proficient in building than I am, by all rights. Our construction rate has sped up by 10% since you began attending court meetings. I would not forget what I'm meant to do. Also, I noticed you disposed of those guards. The confessory have given you no end of grief for that, have they? God, I stuttered over that one. Disposing of the guards about you was the military commission's decision. We need more sentries so we can answer to the greatest period of danger. If need be, I can enter the battlefield. Stay here. This tower and the airship. Those lie at the core of our plans. Once those two projects are through and done with, Kazda will possess the power to fend off all nations. Fend off all nations, you say? I've always known of your ambitions, but it makes it no less unbelievable to hear every time. Hasn't it always plagued you that they would not permit us to rise again? Very soon, you'll be plagued no longer. Indeed. If even the varying of the storm is ours to control, who would still be occupied by the dark clouds floating at its head? In the past, we Sarkis let our enemies pursue us. Time and time again, we stood up in the ruins, and time again we rebuild our homeland, and time again, we watched our home be torn to shreds by the wars they incited. Sarkis, Sarkis, we are a rootless people. Why is that? Solely because they have occupied our finest soil, to forbid our roots to take. In the war 200 years ago, it took all of our might to drive the enemy back. Yet, we still could not preserve Kazda. After that, how much time did we have to devote? Just about reconvene our stranded remnants. And how much more time? To transport these bare shreds, Victoria and Ursus could not see to a wasteland. They were just as blind to and geez, man, I am starting to stutter over every bit of this. This is why I didn't want to read all that at the very beginning. To transport these bare shreds, Victoria and Ursus could not see to a wasteland they were just as blind to. And to rebuild Kasdel, again right under their very noses. 200 years. Yes, it has taken us these 2 full centuries. So what of the next time? Suppose our Kasdel is once again razed by flames of war. How much more time will we need to rebuild it? Now 500 years or even longer? Our enemies have almost gotten away with this, precisely because we've become accustomed to drifting. Ruination after ruination. We never snuff out the Sarka's souls, but it has unarguably scattered us. Kasdel today is merely crammed with houses. This is not a home. Still more Sarkas wander the great land beyond. No dreams in the mind's eye further than tomorrow's bread. Even the royal court, all Kasdel has this 10 court of Jesus Christ. All Kasdel has is his 10 king's court of tradition, and the majority of these 10 have left their positions vacant. This is why you wanted war. This is not what I want, but the Sarkas need. It's time. It will be beneath our feet where the war's flame ignite. Victoria, Ursus, Lithinian, not one city, not one patch of soil will be fortunate enough to escape. Within the next century, our enemies will no longer have the energy left to set their sights on Kasdel. No, more than that. Once we have the ability to guide the storm, they'll come to fear the Sarka's gaze instead, just as they fear the storm descending. The storm gathers atop this tower we stand in. They will see us, stood in the storm's eye. Every enemy of the Sarkas will throw themselves at us with all they have to stop us. Then let them. You, don't you fear the inferno consuming your body too? Then the first thunderbolt strikes. When you built Babel, you too knew the opposers would point their swords at you. And did you ever once fear? The tower you built with life has collapsed, just like another Kasdel. And at this moment, we stand here in a new tower, in a new opportunity. Look at Londinium today. You only just presided over the meeting of kings. How could you not have realized? Not even before the useless war between us began, were the Sarkas so close to unity. Were the Sarkas so close to unity? Oh, I'm so confused on what her, like, what makes her tick? I'm confused. Because they just said that her goal was to, her goal was to cure Aripathy. But now it kind of seems like she's been twisted a little bit. You're supposed to be confused. I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm not kind of confused. I'm really confused. I'll return to the city's outer barracks soon, Your Majesty Teresa. I understand. I don't know how to say that. I understand, King. Our meeting here will be as brief as possible. You're always in a hurry. Naxi. Yeah, fuck that. You don't want to get together with us? I haven't the time to spare, vampire. 100,000 are stationed outside of Londinium. Not I nor my soldiers can spare a second of complacency. So let's switch our duty. I'm already sick of the babbling nobles inside the city. And Thrasis, your little Galush, Gaulish. Relating to or denoting the ancient Gauls. Your little Gaulish friend is just as foolish and noisy as them. I've got to warn you in advance. My patience is limited. His head will have to stay on his neck for a moment longer. Don't add the city's Victorian army to our troubles. That guy in the back looks very fucking familiar. Like Cash. He looks like Cash. Wait, no, that's not who I'm thinking about. No, it doesn't look like him. It doesn't look like him. Who am I thinking about? Who am I thinking about? He looks very familiar. Very familiar. I just looked up Cash's image. It's not the Black Snake. You've seen this guy before? At the end of episode 8. Ah, okay. Okay. Fine enough. That said, don't you feel that some still haven't been put to use? Do you speak of myself, vampire? I have great affairs upcoming, don't I, Your Highness? Of course. Control of Londinium is inseparable from the efforts of us all. Has there been word from the messenger you sent? Yeah, okay. Confessarius. By Manfred's tireless urging, the Lynch is now fast on the way to Londinium. The few Wendigos left remain battling strange monsters in Ursus North. Their hearts hold the royal court no more. The Cyclops sends a letter. As ever, she describes a tragic scene. Londinium sundered by a great fire into thirds. The shard fallen under lightning strikes, and there are 100 of the regent. Yes. She still prophesizes your end, regent. Speak. She says that... I just saw a whole sentence that wasn't there. Jesus Christ. She says she has seen your solitary death. An underground throne of the palace of Westaleg? Westaleg? Give her a reply, thanking her for her concern. Continue searching for any sign of the gargoyles, so long as you find any remnant blood vessels. Immediately send an invitation. The council will, together with the royal court, ensure victory in this war. I'm confused because it just doesn't it doesn't make sense with what we were just told about her. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Why is she in this group with these people? If the Sarkis can still be given a new chance, then that chance lies before our eyes. And it is one and only. And very, very many will die. So many Victorians and so many Sarkis. The people's blood will change this gray city through and through. And their wails will cover you. This is not... What? That came out of her mouth. I am fucking confused. This is war. A war between us and them. One continued for centuries. Without end. You guys are all having buffering issues? Let me lower my bitrate for you guys. Is that better? Yes, war. This has always been how we Sarkis continue to survive. If you have any objections, speak. Single out the dangers of my plan, just as you have countless times before. I have no objections. None, you say? If you could hear the sounds in my head, you would know they would not allow me any other choice. Provided this war can truly free Kazdel from the cycle of destruction, provided this storm can truly put out the Sarkis' smoldering enmity, and return countless souls to the freedom of rest, I will stand with you, ensuring our dream can be made a reality. A fine turn. There is one more thing. The Rhodes Islanders are already on their way. I'm so confused, bro. Dr. Cosset, anchoring sequence will begin in T plus 1 hour, 48 minutes. Good. Ensure the boarding region can operate normally before then. Understood. We'll step up the cleanup. Warfarin, have all critically ill patients been appropriately situated? Relax. It's just the last 3 left, and we're operating on them tomorrow. We'll have the moving sick beds arranged in no time. Don't rush me, okay? You're standing here with your stern look makes our medic operators have to keep peeking at you. This is an emergency. Fine, I get it. I'll quit joking. Every day's been like a battle ever since we've entered Victoria. If you hadn't transferred so many operators away beforehand, Rhodes Island must operate as usual. We reached a consensus that at the first resolutive meeting, Warfarin. No complaints from me. You made Monster lash me to the side of the ships 4 years ago. I mean, when you invited me to join Rhodes Island, we agreed I would research Erypathy alongside you as a doctor. There wasn't any follow the new king of Sarkas in a fight to win back Cosdell type clause in my contract. And sweeping Cosdell out for Londinium changes nothing. This goes for a great deal of our operators. I have no intent of forcing any one operator to participate in a mission irrelevant to their long-term goals. Moreover, no matter the other operations we are forced to take on, we cannot turn a blind eye to the infected throughout every region. If it wasn't for our work there, we'd have a few more elite operators spare for this Londinium trip. I wonder how Amiya's crew is doing. Once we reach the vicinity of Londinium, we'll receive word. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, there it is. Her new, she looks all grown up and shit. Okay. I see you, Amiya. Recon group. Report situation on both sides. Received. No threat. Copy. Closure. We can pass through ahead. Keep the engineering team with us. Closure on the field. On it. Doctor. Still got it in you to move? Want my drones to give you a lift? I'm fine. Let's keep going. Doctor. We just need to walk a little longer. When we're out of this danger zone, then we can ride on our crafts and recuperate a little. We'll need to send Dr. Khalsid a message at some point. She must be extremely worried about us. For safety, we can't use any messaging devices on our approach to Londinium. Any signal might be intercepted by the Duke's force. No, it might get even worse. Doctor, we can't afford to have Theresa spot us so quickly. Doctor, just leave this to me. Ever since we planned to drive into Victoria, Dr. Khalsid and you have been busy securing the safety of our route. I'll take charge for the rest of it. Just like we've agreed on. I want a chance for you to catch your breath too. Even if it's just mentally. Doctor, we have to keep going. There are times I think about how we got in over the past... There are times I think about how we got in over the past months. And it seems too smooth to even believe. That ragtag bunch of windbags are all together in Londinium right now. And they haven't even noticed us? Khalsid, do you use some kind of ancient technique I'm not aware of? Oh no, they're aware of you. They just ain't doing anything yet. If any arch truly could render Rhodes Island invisible, believe me, I would have used them over a decade ago. Almost forgot. Disused Industrial Mining Equipment Recovery Organization. Is that right? We've been using that title for passage and permission to park the whole way. Trust Doctor to come up with that. Doctor tends to have a unique angle of thought on certain aspects. And luckily, Closer's personal interest has had her lead the engineering department over the past few years to develop technologies for using scrap, which in short renders the title a fine one. With the addition of a few friends' aid, this plan has been successful in execution thus far. As for what comes next, that lies with Amiya and Vina. Jesus Christ, this is just the intro. This is just the intro. 2 left, 4 right, Indra. Check. How's the right side? Someone who thought he was funny had me caught up for a second, and he's over with now. I heard steel claws and a crossbow mashing into each other. Enemies left to the rear? Leave them to her. Hey, there's one hiding right there. Now there isn't. Just missing Dagna. Vina, listen, it's dead silent. I said she could sort it out. Good. Vanguard group, mission complete. Notify Amiya immediately. There's no more nobles patrols in the vicinity. They can't pass through. The road ahead is clear. No casualties. Messaging devices back in operation. Doctor, we're just about to catch sight of Londinium. We made it here. Hold on, Doctor. Jessica sent a message. Before we carry out the next step of the plan, we need to send a few operators to run a different mission. We have 2 targets to rescue. One's a friend at Blacksteel, and the other is an informant who can help us enter Londinium. Oh, Jesus Christ. I need to take a break after all that reading. Give me a second, chat. Chat amongst yourselves. My eyes need to rest for a minute. I will be right back. And we're back. Oh, Afro's gone? All right, let's continue. Yeah, he went to sleep. All right, that makes sense. All right, next part. I say compatibility. What is that? "10 kilometers from Londinium, Wilderness Highway. Blacksteel's aircraft was about 100 meters ahead of our position when its signal disappeared. Let me grab the telescope to pinpoint the precise location. Wait, why are we standing up? Do you smell smoke? Don't think so. You can put that lump of metal down. The aircraft is right ahead. You want to scout out the enemy's numbers first? Can't be any more than 30. You can tell all of that from smell alone? The hell are you talking about? Before we left, Morgan told me they usually run in squads of 30. Oh, right. That's what the intel Misery sent back said. Patterns tell us that they should have 2 other squads nearby to offer mutual support. You act like they own the damn place. Don't do anything rash. Amiya said not to make too much of a ruckus before we get to Londinium. Too many forces have their eyes on us. Balin, how long has it been since you joined the Bunny squad and started working with us? About 5 days since leaving the landship. And do you know how long it took for Siege to go from joining the Glassglow gang to becoming my boss? No. 2 days. She only needed 2 days. First day she beat me down. Second day, we beat down a band of ill-intentioned Lithinians. Since then, we've had a bond that goes beyond life and death. Even though we haven't been working together very long, I have full confidence in your strength, Indra. That's what I like to hear. Let's go. Let's catch up with Dagna. Dagna is already moved out? Are you telling me Dark Shadow Are you telling me the Dark Shadow that shot past was when she first joined the gang? She had her nose turned up like some fancy knight noble. Now whenever there's a fight, she's the first one to leap in. We're gonna have to pick up the pace, or she'll clean house before we even get there. Dagna throws a mean punch, and I can bet you she'll flip on top of the aircraft from the side. We'll wrap around the back, get rid of anyone there, and bust our way inside. All right, I'll cover you then. After this fight, you'll be a blood brother. If I was to describe it in Rhodes Island's term, let me think. Something like this. Our objectives are 2 rescues. 1 Londinium citizen and 1 Black Seal pilot. Opposing forces are Dublin. Ooh, my eyes feel so much better. And I forgot my glasses. I forgot my glasses. I went and laid down with my eyes closed for like a good 15-20 minutes. That felt so good. My eyes were beaming. You, stop squirming. Don't even try to reach for your transmitter. Don't kill me. My hand's gone numb. I just wanted to shake it out a little. Don't be too forceful. If you really end up killing the bloke, how are you going to explain it to the captain when we get back? Don't forget, this is our objective. Securing our flight back is only a matter of convenience. Do you know how to operate it? Not a clue. And that's why you shouldn't have killed the damn pilot as soon as you got in here. If you ask me, we stop wasting time, take this one back, and leave this rubbish heap behind. All the men along the roadside outside are ours. What difference does it make if we take some extra time? The Sarkaz are inside the city, and the Grand Duke's army is stationed in the barracks of the Angst place. Nobody's gonna bother us. Gentlemen, are you not Sarkaz? Your eyes fall out of your head? Do we look like that filth to you? Filth? You're exactly right. Enough. Don't talk like the Londonians unless you're interrogating them. If this runt has the stones to cross the Sarkaz, there's no saying who we might be dealing with here. You're right. We should be on the cautious side. Hurry it up. I'm gonna see what the commotion is out there. What just happened? Sir, my heart's pounding. I couldn't hear anything. We're under attack. Something's above us. M709. Do you see them? M709. Black claws? Some sort of wild beast? No. It's some kind of special weapon. All hands. An enemy is hiding atop the aircraft. They're trying to rip apart the metal. You managed to block me. The intel was right. You're just a band of highwaymen. You grew fat off a Victoria's tree. And now this is how you repay her, soldier? You're pretty strong. You working for the devils? Bastard. How dare you? I'm pissed enough to beat the tar out of you 10 times over. Remember this, Dublin soldier. We will reclaim Londinium from her usurpers. Be it from the Sarkaz or from you traitors. Your time is running around like you own the place is over. Look at you all high and mighty, you nobles, still trying to cling to the old times. Looks like you're after this little coward who ran away from the Sarkaz and the information he has on him. They're switching targets. Help, save me. Leave him alone. This a decoy? You little shit. God dang. How many times have I told you? When you're in a fight, always be on the lookout for tricks. You're late. That's because I helped you clean a band of hooligans outside, no? Hey, tell her, how many did we have to go through outside? 7 or was it 8? This isn't a competition. That's not what your face is saying. Back when we went on our first mission together, that one merc that got away from you, you were livid for 3 days. Morgan thought you'd come down with some awful sickness. You had the same look on your face just now. What happened back then was my fault. Plus, it was a long time ago. Where'd you people come from? The one in black. I thought she was some kind of knight noble. But the way you hit is like a street thug. You know your stuff. Hurry up. That one's no weakling. It'll be tougher to take him down than the unconscious loves outside. You're able to freely move between the Sarkaz and the Duke's forces, and even able to control major passages in and out of Londinium. Dublin isn't some ragtag group of mercs. We need to rescue the hostages as quickly as possible and get somewhere safe. I know, Your time is running around like you own the place is over, right? That's a lousy one-liner. Not nearly scary enough. Remember what I taught you? What you say is, this is your last chance to beg for mercy. M701 requesting backup. Captain Mandragora. Dagda. Indra. We got incoming. I suggest we bail. Got it. Girl, they sure move fast. You were in charge of recon. You didn't spot anyone nearby? Too much work. We'll just take them out as they come. Balin, please stay hidden. Indra and I will take care of the incoming hostiles. They're inside. Ladies, please save me. I don't want to fall into their hands again. Shut your trap. Better do a better job of hiding. Bagda, we're good as long as we bring back the objectives, right? Shouldn't be an issue. We take apart this blasted lump of metal, right? This is one story you're gonna have to tell Siege when we get back. All right, first freaking mission.
即戦即決しよう。俺の貴重な時間を無駄にしないためにもな。
加減はしますよ。
Pass on your last words.
飯を食ってねえのか。全力で来い。
Need speed to succeed.
ビクトリアのバグパイプ生命を救済しうるは慈しみ。
Let me create a diversion.
邪悪を壊滅しうるは勇猛さ。
Don't leave bloodstains. They're hard to clean.
Nice, nice. I'll take it. 邪悪を壊滅しうるは勇猛さ。Alright, rock and roll! 生命を救済しうるは慈しみ。
全員の行動力を奪う。それでいいだろう。
Understood. Who's gonna hit the jackpot today? Understood. 意志を堅固にするは規律。
命令を目を凝らせ。これこそがイベリアのデストレッツ。
I see them. I'll be right back. This will keep you quiet. Forward.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Is it my turn? 邪悪を壊滅しうるは勇猛さ。I'll cover my allies. 思考を明晰にするは戦術。Understood. You've got until 3 to surrender. 3! Accomplished.
Several kilometers from Londinium, adjacent plate. Closure, we're getting a drone signal. Move, let me see. Oh, whoa, that's not half bad. The new added camera module is working properly and has great clarity within 100 meters. The battery life seems pretty stable too. Keep at it with this baby, we might even be able to get it over the wall and sneak a peek at what's going on the inside. Hold on a second. That's practically asking the enemy to shoot it out. Shoot it out of the sky. Don't you worry. I wouldn't put everybody at risk like that. We just gotta hurry up and develop the stealth coding. Closer, the drone sitting in alert. Got somebody within detection range. It's charging its automatic attack module. Wait, that's the rescue team? Disable the alert. Amiya, Doctor, Indra, Dagda are back. I think my eyes are still tired. Scouts haven't found anyone yet. Drones can do a lot to improve our sight lines. Doctor, once we get into Londinium, all of the hard work Closure has put into her drones might really come in handy. Because most of us don't have the slightest idea of what's going on in there. We're going to need more eyes. Did it seem like Closure was kind of nervous? She hadn't left the land ship for operations much before. And that's before we talk about how none of us know how long we'll be there. But it's alright. I trust her, and I trust all our operators. Whether it's the roughly a dozen operators following us, or Misery and Logos, two teams who went ahead of us. Everyone signed up for this operation knowing exactly what we're getting what we're here for. Jesus Christ. 3. So far, we've successfully completed phase 1 and phase 2 of the operation. Now, we need to focus on phase 3, entering the city. How are we going to infiltrate Londinium? It's not getting into Londinium the same way we got inside of Chernobyl Core City. We've got a visual on Londinium now. Look at how high those walls are. Nothing has ever managed to breach Londinium's defenses, not even Earth's high-speed warships. Londinium used to be the economic center of Altera, as we all know, but those who've seen the city with their own eyes understand its reputation as an impenetrable fortress. The waste drainage structures of most nomadic cities are vulnerable to infiltration from the outside, but the engineers who built Londinium even made use of this weak point. Reportedly, they built an automatic assembly line into the underground structure. Back in Londinium's glory days, the machines worked day and night to penetrate Victoria's golden age. In times of war, the assembly lines supplied weapons and ammunition to the defense systems built into their towering walls. The underground structure was designed so carefully that we wouldn't find a single gap in the engineering blueprints. And that's assuming we'd even be able to get our hands on the Londinium blueprints. It's kind of impossible in and of itself. I thought Calcit would be able to get us in. Doctor, I know you're just trying to lighten the mood. Over the last year or so, we've held hundreds of intelligence meetings, and almost 1,000 tactical simulations. We all know how hard Calcit worked to make this operation possible. But there are some things we can't do, no matter how much effort we put in, and that's true for our uniquely talented elite operators, Rhodes Island itself, and even Dr. Calcit. I'm really glad we're not starting a fight. It brings to mind, Doctor, that meeting before we left, everyone was surprisingly on the same page here. Even if we had the Rhodes Island land ship, we'd basically be trying to shatter a boulder by throwing eggs at it. That's what Londinium is to us. We should save our strength for the tougher enemies. They're waiting out there. Doctor, I can feel everyone getting tenser each day we get closer to Londinium. No matter what happens next, we're all ready to fight. What about you, Doctor? You already know. If we have to make a stand right here, it wouldn't be Closure doing it, or any of the operators who came here with their own ideals. The responsibility is mine. Though, maybe it would be Siege's too. Indra. You're awake, Vina. You haven't gotten a wink of sleep all day. Might be good to get some shut-eye before we officially return to the city. I can't sleep. Shouldn't Indra and Dagda be back already? I don't even know if I should be jealous of those two, even though they signed up for the job to buy time to rest up. They just worry you anyway. I should have gone with them. Ever since I came back, I can't close my eyes without seeing everything that happened back when we ran. If they're in danger, I should be with them. No, I should be standing in front of them. Look at you. You always worry too much. They're just warming up a bit before their homecoming. How dangerous could it be? Setting Dagda aside for now, did you see how fidgety Hannah looked? If you didn't give her a little task to help her blow off steam, I bet she wouldn't have been able to control herself. Probably would have punched someone the moment we got back into the city. She handled herself a lot better now. If that was true, she wouldn't be arguing back and forth with Dagda all the time. Even though she knows you haven't been sleeping well, she won't shut up. How about it, Vina? Want to sneak a peek at our old home while they're out? They only know how to throw fists. I'm the brains here, so I'm naturally the most reliable. Were you talking smack behind our backs again? Look at that, Vina. Doesn't she seem more energetic than before? A laugh out of Vina. You've been totally lost in thought this whole trip. You idiot, why even talk about that? You know how hard it was for me too. Thank you, Morgan. Except I'd suggest you get some rest yourself. If I needed someone to manage my mood for me, I'd be a pretty useless leader. What the fuck? Alright, sounds good to me. Dagda, here, you're bleeding. No, it's fine. It's not my blood. I'm glad. Those men, they were Dublin, right? What'd you think of them? They're about as strong as a regular standing army. And the one squad captain that Indra and I took down fought with combat techniques that very distinctly showed signs of Victorian military training. In other words, we might actually be dealing with a coup of some kind. Are they working with the Sarkaz? They have no love for the Sarkaz, but that probably hasn't stopped them from forging a temporary alliance. They want to carve up Londinium. No, probably much more than just Londinium. The Dukes out there, how many of them support Dublin? And how many of them support Sarkaz? For shame. They rather let the flags of foreign flows fly out of Londinium than let go of their pitiful little power struggles. Obsessed with their game of political tug-of-war. The Dukes and their troops are responsible for creating this crisis. Now that we've come this far, it's finally time for us to put an end to this mess. I've said it countless times. As a knight of the tower, my sword and I stand ready. Yeah, I'm gonna stop after this. I'm still messing up. We're just waiting for you to lead us back to Londinium. Gather up all those willing to fight. Dagda. We agreed not to talk about that until after we got back. But we're already at the gates of Londinium. Didn't I tell you, Morgan? I'm not the only one who's sick of her. She's been acting a bit kooky lately, and she's been blabbering on about random nonsense. Hey, Dagda, you don't even carry a sword with you, and I don't care if you're a knight or not. Just don't forget what weapon you have in your hands and whose side you're on. Don't be too hard on her, either of you. We all have a past that we can't shrug aside. The reason we're all here today is precisely because we have a score to settle. I've told you before, Dagda. I won't let any of you down. Siege, I'm sorry. I swore to trust you, and I swore to trust that you'd make the right decisions, but I lost myself today. Don't blame yourself. Our primary objective is to enter Londinium with Rhodes Island. Is the one you rescued talking to Amiya right now? Yes, Balin took him to see Amiya and the doctor. Looks like you're average Londinian. It could be a disguise. The Dublin fighter said he used to work for the Sarkaz, but he deserted them. Those Sarkaz, I fought them before. They killed the other knights of the tower. Dagda. I'm fine. We can't underestimate them. The fact that this guy managed to escape the city on their watch means there's probably more to him than meets the eye. If he was really that ordinary, Dublin wouldn't care to abduct him. And Rhodes Island wouldn't be looking for him, right? Let's head over and see what's going on. I want to see if he can really lead us into Londinium. Amiya, there's a communication request on Black Steel's channel. Please put them through. Amiya, did you get our signal? I'm sorry to say that by the time we got to the scene, the pilot Black Steel hire was already dead. Jessica and her new Black Steel outfit. Let's go. How could this happen? Poor Thorpe. I'll leave the rest of the team. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll let the rest of the team know. Jeez, man, I'm really struggling here. We also weren't able to retrieve the low altitude aircraft. It was destroyed during the battle. That aircraft was rented, but that's not too big of a problem. We still have some spare vehicles, so that won't disrupt the operation. Is Mr. Thomas with you right now? Yes, he's a bit shaken up still, but doesn't seem to have any injuries. Our medics are looking after him right now. Is he the informant you said could get us into Londinium? That's right. Mr. Thomas, who used to own a candy plant in Londinium's Steam Borough, and his uncle, who lives in Colombia, are longtime partners of Black Steel. His uncle put in a request to bring Mr. Thomas back to Colombia. The last time we talked, we told Mr. Thomas that we'd bring someone to pick him up if we found some way to leave Londinium. I just never expected a Dublin would hijack your aircraft. And by the way, they seem very interested in Mr. Thomas too. Really? I suppose that's because Mr. Thomas is very familiar with Londinium. It's the place closest to you with a point of entry and exit. I'm sure he can help you find a suitable way in, and they're probably after him for very similar reasons. Right, I asked if he's willing to help us once he's rested up. Say again, please? I lost contact with the team sent to link up with the embassy. I see. Sorry, Amiya. Something just came up. That's alright. Take care of what you have to do first. I'll go talk to Mr. Thomas. Do your best, and I hope that doesn't come off the wrong way. Maybe there's a better way to say it. Amiya, and you too, Doctor. Good luck. Mr. Thomas, so you're the one? Which one? We didn't expect you to come so quickly. Quite an unexpected surprise. Were we quick? We've been worried about you since we heard from Black Steel. By the way, Mr. Thomas, are you feeling unwell at all? I just noticed that your expression looks a bit different now. I might have gotten a bit ahead of myself. What I meant to say was thank you. Madam, you and your subordinates saved me. I have no doubt that you are good people. No need to thank us. If you're a partner of Black Steel, you're also a partner to us. And there's something else I need your opinion on. We have work that needs to be done inside of Londinium. On our way here, we heard a little bit about what's going on inside the city. Right now, Londinium isn't allowing anybody into the city without authorization. From the perspective of outsiders like us, those high walls are an impossible obstacle. We've tried a few methods already, but it's far too difficult for small businesses like ours to pass through the military blockade. As you can see, we only have a few office clerks with us, and we would like to know if there is a safe way to get inside Londinium. You're trying to get inside of Londinium? Do you know? You know the people inside are desperately trying to escape. Those damn Sarkas, they're just too horrible. I understand that. And that's why I'm not going to force you to help us. I'm also not going to lie to you and pretend to cover up the potential dangers of working inside with us. But if you're working to show us the way, we'll escort you to Black Steel's evacuation team when it's all said and done. If you don't want to go back, fuck. If you don't want to go back, we won't blame you. You can go ahead and leave right now, and we'll look for another way into the city. Of course, if you leave, you may bump into Dublin. I understand the way out isn't exactly very safe. Of course, I'll choose to work with you. Thank you. Doctor, I never intended to threaten him. If he didn't want to help us, I would have arranged for someone to escort him. I know. Looks like we found our guide. That's right, Amiya's making moves. It's time for our homecoming. Oh, this is such a badass picture of them three. Whoa. Closure, go ahead and call your drones back. Oh, are we finally going to start the operation? It's not safe to stay outside the city for too long either. Thanks to Misery's intel, we've largely been able to bypass Dublin's troops. But we just got into a fight with Dublin, and judging from the previous experiences, the leader of that squad can be a bit vengeful. You think they'll come for us? I can't say that for sure, but that depends on whether or not they give up on Mr. Thomas. Even if we successfully enter the city, we might end up having to fight the Sarkis troops garrison inside the Dublin forces at the same time. If only I could splash a coat of stealth paint on our operators. We'll be fine. We've already done everything we can to prepare for this day. Doctor, please stand beside me just like always. I won't let anyone hurt you. Let's get ready to move out. Attention, all members of Special Ops Squad Amiya. We are now heading directly for the port of Sedan Londinium. This is so cool. Captain, I've checked our surroundings. There's no sign of Londiniers. Oh God, her. In other words, your entire squad wasn't enough to stop a few people? And you even let them take our crucial objective? Captain, rubbish. The whole lot of you. Ma'am, stop sniveling. It's irritating. When have you ever seen me hurt my own people? Besides, I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at myself. Even something as minor as this, not a single thing has gone smoothly since we've come to Londinium. Those damn Sarkas. Those meddlesome nobles too. And then there's the blasted Victorian soldier, the one they call Horn. It's all Hermione's fault. She forced me to bring the wolf along to Londinium. With all that talk about how she'd be able to use the soldier to buy support of some nobles sitting on the fence. If she were to come here, if I knew she was going to run and continue to be a thorn in our side, I would have killed her. Right there at County Hillock. Captain, this time I don't think it was her. It wasn't? According to the survivors, the attackers were people we'd never seen before. They didn't appear to be a Victorian military either. So what you're telling me is a couple of nobodies can appear out of thin air and snatch a man from right under our noses. It's completely our fault, Captain. We'll track them down right away. Hold it. Stop bubbling around. We're going to leave this place. We're leaving? Otherwise, do you plan on bunkering down on this street? We're not ready to go mass off with the Sarkas yet. I promise Hermione that I let the nobles keep some of their stupid pride. It's all for the sake of Dublin, for the leader. Understood, Captain. You say you understand, but deep down, you don't understand anything at all. Otherwise, how would you have let that Londinier get away? Do you have any idea how important the information he has on him is? He was the one driving for the Sarkas. Yes, driving. If he can drive for the Sarkas, that obviously means he knows his way around. He can help us find the ones we're looking for, our compatriots, who are still in Sarkis' hands, but are of great importance to us. Who do you think I'm swallowing my disgust in dealing with the Sarkis here in Londinium? Just the way they look at us makes me want to run them through the stones 100 times over. It's just because after coming all this way, I could finally do something useful for the leader. I'm sorry, Captain. A driver. You just reminded me of something. The ones who snatched him from us, were they looking for a guide? Captain, do you mean we're turning back right now? I want to see if I come across any familiar faces at the port. Say, for example, that bloody Victorian soldier. Not so fast, you lot. Once the captain comes back and we get some reliable information, we'll let you go. To be honest, I'd rather not raise a hand against you. You've been slaves to the Sarkas for so long. You can't even be called soldiers anymore. But it's not my call. If we can't get any useful information out of you, the boss won't want to keep you around. And I can't let you go either. What if you fall into Sarkas' hands again and spill our plans? I say, how about you join Dublin? Never mind, if you were Tarans, the boss would have had you change clothes already. It's up to you whether or not you believe me. I, for one, would rather be out there killing Sarkas than interrogating you bunch. Look, Londinium's fallen into the hands of the devils. And who's to blame for that? Old friend, I heard you barely even put up a fight. You just surrendered to the Sarkas one by one, who made the Victorian army, once the scourge of all of Terra, so weak and pathetic. Where's your commander? Still wearing fancy uniform? Off drinking with the Sarkas? The commanders were right. Victoria really is rotten to the core. Without us cauterizing it, this great place will turn into a swamp of rotten detritus that won't even burn. Soldier, you should feel grateful that you get to die at the hands of your former countrymen. At least your pride as a Victorian soldier won't be tarnished by the stench of those devils. You people betrayed Victoria and still have the gall to pay lip service to pride? That's Horn, isn't it? Who's there? I won't let you land a finger on the troops. The occupiers are unworthy, and you, Dublin, are less worthy. You're the one who fled. Dang, she fucked him up. The 8th nest has been wiped out. You're here to save us? Stand up, soldier. Let's get out of here first. Soldier, you're a lieutenant. Which company are you with? I don't think we stand with anyone. Rita Sacramandros, 7th Frontline Infantry Battalion. 2nd Tempest Platoon Leader. Or Horn if it pleases you. Alright,
a battle without an explosion or cheering makes me feel a little uneasy. Let's head back.
I think I did a little too much today.
Maybe next time.
We will continue this later. Yeah, we'll continue this tomorrow. Later on today, tomorrow, whatever. My eyes are just not what they used to be, man. They are not what they used to be. So we'll either continue doing this. Why aren't you doing adverse environment? Why? Because like I didn't even know it existed. I'm just playing the story, man. Yeah, we'll either continue this later tonight or we'll continue tomorrow. Either way, we're going to be playing this throughout the entire week with the intention of completing this before the week is over. If not, then it'll probably just seep into next week until we do complete it. But yeah, I will see you guys again really soon. I am going to eat something and take a nap. I'm getting old. I am definitely getting old. I'll see you again soon. Thank you guys for coming through. It's been a pleasure. And Arknights week has began.